Well, welcome to this Sports Showcase event on Hartford TV. I am Don Morrison, my partner Woody German. Woody, it is the Miracle League versus Hartford Community College baseball. We look forward to this every year. Third year they've done this. The Hartford Community College Fighting Owls playing the Miracle League players. Again, of all the events we do during the entire year, this is my favorite.
Yeah, it's always a good time. The kids come out here and show a lot of heart.
Yeah, they really do. And I'm so proud of the Hartford Community College kids. These are young college kids, age 18 to 22, something of that nature. You think of those kids as being all into themselves and it's all about me. They go out on a Monday afternoon and work with these young people, some not so young, but most of the young people, and just on their own time, just because it gives them a feeling of actually contributing to the community.
Absolutely. It's really nice to see them out there spend their time, and they enjoy it. They enjoy working with these players a lot. They really have a good time.
You're watching the Miracle League team being introduced here just before the game. Woody, this field at Hartford Community College, what a beautiful, beautiful complex it is.
Yeah, that's the one thing the kids and the fans really enjoy coming out here and being. It's an away game for them because they have their home field, so it's really cool to come out in a stadium environment like this.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you get your name announced on TV and you get your name announced on the program. It's just a wonderful, wonderful night. Josh Hauser, who's the coach that you see being introduced for Hartford Community College, a graduate of Hartford Community, went on to Kutztown. He was 50-10 last year, this team was, in the spring. They went to the Super Regionals and won. He tells me they were 3 outs away from going to the World Series of Community College baseball. Yeah, some guy hit a home run. He said, I'm still thinking about it as I go to sleep at night, that home run that kept us from going to the World Series.
I'm sure. Well, that's quite an opportunity. That's awesome.
Yeah, he came back here, like 5, 6 years ago, and he has had, as I said, a lifetime record. It's just amazing. You look what he has accomplished. 50-10 last year. He's 215-63. In the 6 years that he's coached there, they have sent 100 players to four-year colleges, over 50% to D1, 40% to D2, D3, or NIAA schools. Three-time Maryland JUCO Coach of the Year, 2022 Eastern District Coach of the Year, and they did go to the World Series one time in 22. So we're talking about a program that is, just above all in terms of being in Region 20. They just win it every year. So, you're not talking about just a ragtag group of players. These are world quality players.
Wow, that's impressive. He's doing a nice job.
Yeah, and they take their time to come out here and play this game. This is the third year they played them. And by the way, last year, when they played them, the Miracle League won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all coming out now onto the field, and pretty soon we're going to be able to hear and observe our national anthem. Players all lined up into, they're just what a feeling of just sheer rapture to be out there on the field to be introduced this way. And you can see the camaraderie between, the players, the Hartford Community College players. He's leading a young man off the field. I'm not sure. Maybe he's coming up here to sing the national anthem. I believe that's what's going on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's number 3. Woody, do we know who that is?
Yeah, that's Drew.
Drew Young, yeah.
Yep.
Drew is going to be playing the left center field here tonight, number 3. Oh, Drew, by the way, is batting .529. I'm looking at some of the averages these kids have. My goodness, they're 7-1-1 in the season they've got going. So Drew Young is going to come up, and he's going to be singing our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and move your hats as we welcome Harvard Miracle players Drew Young and Ethan Golding sing the national anthem. Oh, say can you see what not early light, what the building we hail, and the twilight that was bright and bright fun through the
Great job. That's Ethan Golding along with Mr. Ryan Peters singing our national anthem. That was exciting.
Nice. I think that was actually Drew and Ethan.
Yeah, it was. You're
Yeah,
right.
Drew
Drew
and Ethan,
Young
yeah.
and Ethan Golding. Thank you for correcting that. Yeah, the great job by the young people. Well, let's talk a little bit about, before we start the game, Woody, the Miracle League started back in this baseball idea, started way back in 1998 in Conyers, Georgia, sort of expanded around the country. When did the Miracle League start here in Harford County, and how did it start?
So I believe they started the field and everything like 2019, 2020 is when they were working on it and getting everything ready. And then I believe the league started around 21. It seems like it's been a couple years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's grown immensely. There's a need in the area, and there's the opportunity is there for these families, for the kids to come out and play, and it's amazing. It really is. It's always a good time.
Tom Walls, who of course is president of Plaza Ford and a Forest Hill resident, probably the mover and shaker that got the whole thing started in terms of, the field out at Chuck's Corner. What a great field it is. Talk about that.
Yeah, it really is. So Mr. Tom and Miss Sharon Walls and their daughter Katie and her husband Joe and their granddaughter now Olive. Olive's a huge part of the league also.
Wow.
She's a newborn. But it really is amazing. The field it's amazing. It's awesome. It's a rubberized surface, so it's wheelchair accessible. It works out really well as for some of the kids that have maybe trouble with they're using a walker maybe, or they're using a wheelchair. It just kind of evens the field, so to speak.
If folks want to come out and watch the team practice or play, where is the field? How can they do that?
So yeah, it's right down here off of Shucks Road, the other side of 22, I guess it is here. And Saturday morning, so we just finished up last Saturday was our last one for the season. There is one more game tomorrow night at the Shucks Field. It's a couple of the older teams playing. But we'll start back up again in April, goes through end of June, and then starts back up usually around the end of August and goes to the end of October.
Robbie Sargent, who is the manager of the team, sort of runs this team, if you will. 7-1-1. Robbie's disputing. He said it's listed as a tie. We think we won it. So really, let's call them 8-1 this year. They lost just one game. That coming to the employees of the Harford Bank, their second annual. They beat them 8-7.
Yeah.
That looks like an exciting game.
Really good game. It really was. It was exciting.
They won 18-10 over the Harford County Sheriff's Office, 5-3 over the Miracle League Mercer County All-Stars, 15-11 over the Men 40 and Plus Baseball League of the Orioles. The salute to the firefighters emergency medical night, they won 16-6, 10-6 over the Kelly Group employees, 8-7. We talked about that loss. We won't mention that again. The employees of Duron LLC, they won 13-9, and they won 7-6 over the Susquehanna Baptist Association Softball League. So it's been a great year for the Miracles of Harford County.
Yeah, they've done really well.
And what a name, Miracles. I mean, we'll talk about, we got the kids from 5 years old until a gentleman who's, 79?
Yeah.
It's pretty wide spectrum. So we're talking about people with abilities that are different in what way?
Absolutely. So we always like to say not disability, we like to say different ability. Some of these kids just they'll really surprise you. They'll go out there and some of them are so fast and just really understand the game well, and others are just given so much heart. There's times some of us play in our own leagues and we're like, oh, my leg hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of these kids really come out there and inspire you you don't miss a game anymore. Yeah, it's just really exciting to watch.
Josh Hauser, who is, again, the coach of Harford Community College, he said it's amazing how these young people just hang on every word in terms of learning the game. And he'll say from the beginning of the season until now, the difference where they really know the game, they play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And, it's not just, like fun and games for them. It's serious business.
Oh, yeah, it is very serious. We had a boy a couple years ago that was having some health issues, and his mom told me he had to go to the doctor on Saturday in the hospital on Friday, and he was not going to be able to play on Saturday. He was so upset. He's got to be there for his team.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Mom. I will go to the hospital Monday, let me play tonight.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we have our umpires that we need to announce here tonight. Dave Snyder, Drew Hoagland, and Mike Reno. Umpires are usually not too popular, but I think they're pretty popular here. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. We're all friends here. We're all working together to have
Until
a
they
good
make a
time.
bad call, and then we're on their case like anything.
Well, we'll see how they do.
We'll give you the starting lineups here. First of all, for the Hartford Community College Fighting Owls on defense, they'll send out Logan Carver at third, Josh Cook at short, Danny Scullion is at second, and Miles Nelson is at the first base spot. Andrew Noon is not yet hitting yet. Okay, all right. We got that in motion. Andrew is catching for the Miracle, so he won't be hitting for Hartford. We'll talk about him in just a moment. Jack Fitzpatrick is the catcher who's catching for Hartford. In the outfield, Alex Bono, Al Palumbo, and Joe Peacock. Ready now for the first batter. This is Chris Fendrick. Chris Fendick is number 11. He's a left fielder, batting a .733. Woody?
There he goes.
There he goes.
Right
Base
to
hit
it.
to the second baseman and the throw to first base, and he's going to be, what's the call?
Oh,
Out
they
at
called
first
him
base,
out.
out by a whisker. That play going from the second baseman, Danny Scullion, over to Miles Nelson. One out and nobody on the out 4-3. Drew Young, you met him before, the young man who sang our national anthem. Now he's a batter, the left center fielder.
Yeah, Drew goes by Mr. Baseball. As
Ground
you can
ball
see right
past
there.
the pitcher, past the second baseman, and is going to reach first base safely on a base hit. Too hot to handle. Give him a single to the second baseman. 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring up Ryan Peters, the pitcher. Ryan is batting only 8 for 18, 444 with 5 runs scored.
Now batting number 21.
Now on Saturday, Ryan got a hold of a pitch that you wouldn't believe. It was a line drive home run, cleared defense. It was amazing.
Swung on a miss, strike one. Looked like a high inside fastball, kind of a little cheese there. Backing him off the plate. Gavin Glass is the pitcher. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. We are at Hartford Community College. It's the Fighting Owls versus the Miracle League. Fly ball, center field. Shortstop moving on it. Ellinger lets it drop and throws back to the pitcher. Don't know if he lost safe at second. If he lost it in the lights or what.
They might have.
That ball fell in play, so give him a single. Moving up to second base. Good job by Drew Young. He didn't run until he saw the ball was dropping, and then he beat the throw to second base. Number 99, Jack Collins, big man, 15 RBIs, 2 doubles, 3 home runs on the year, backup outfield. Fly ball right field, going to be foul and out of play. Boy, I'm liking the swing here. Jack Collins, the second baseman.
Yeah, he goes by Captain Jack.
Captain Jack. Where did he get that name? Do you know?
Well, I guess he gave it to himself.
There you
He's
go.
Captain. I'm not going to argue with him.
I'd like to give myself a name like Swab Don. Maybe there's a fly ball to
There you go.
right field. That's going to hit safely. Turning third, coming toward the plate. And the runner is safe at third, going down to second base. And now coming home, scoring, 2-run score. Scoring from second base was Drew Young. Scoring from first base was Peters, Ryan Peters. So a 2-run double by Mr. Jack Collins, Captain Jack. Jacob Stocker, is that how you say his name?
Stecker. yes.
Stecker.
I just
it's-
learned that myself
It's
recently.
Stoec, but it's Stecker. Yeah, Jacob is a 647 hitter, 13 RBIs on the year. Shot into
Look
left
at
field. That ball
that.
is hit. That ball is into the alley. Runner stops at third base. Going down to second base is Stecker on the double.
Jacob walks up there quietly with a smile and does that.
An assassin, right? A
Yeah.
quiet assassin. Here's Hunter Henson. Nice practice swing by Hunter. 15 for 23, 12 RBIs, batting at .652. Takes it outside. I like his eye.
Oh, Hunter's all business. I was walking behind him coming in and asked him how he was doing. He said, good.
He's
ready.
But I'm not talking.
No, he's ready.
I got my game face
He's
on.
focused.
Strike. It was a strike inside corner, 1-1. 1 out. Runners on at second and third. Ground ball second base by the second baseman. Run is going to score. Throw to first base. He's safe there. Runner goes up to third base. Scoring from third is Collins. So now we have a runner on first and third. Give that another single. Single to the second baseman. That'll bring up Philip Loftus. Field number 15, the first baseman.
Now batting, first baseman number 15, Philip Loftus.
I like how Phil kind of strides to the plate. They each have walk-up music here. I got to find that in a minute. So I like that.
Yeah, they choose their own.
Inside. Ball one. Gave me a list of their walk-up music. Strike one, 1-1. Line shot. That's going to be past the shortstop. Coming in to score and going down to second base safely. So that's the fourth run of the inning. Single into left field by Loftus. Gets the RBI.
Now batting, number 18, right
Runners at first and second. Ethan Golding, who again helped with the national anthem, batting at .461 on the year. Swung on and missed. A little bit outside, out of the strike zone, but Ethan's not taking anything. Strike two.
Oh, he's looking for something outside, I think.
Yeah, and he's got a spoil here. No, he gets another swing. Ethan was saying, okay, well,
Oh,
let's
change
see,
it
they're
back.
going to change bats. Wait, can you do that? Can you change bats?
Yeah, maybe he got a new sponsor.
Ah. Ethan is striding back to the plate. All business, knowing he's down 0-2. He can't let this one go by. Digs in right in the middle of the batter's box. Fouls it off.
There you go.
Spoiled a good one. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on at first and second. 4 runs are in. Uh-oh.
Oh, got him.
The strikeout is recorded. Swinging at it, though. 2 out now. Bringing up right fielder number 48, Michael Wilson, batting at a 400 clip.
Now batting, number 48, right fielder, Michael Wilson.
I like how Michael strides to the plate.
Yeah, Michael's one. He's really improved his swing. He works hard.
Swung on a miss past the catcher. Maybe it was a foul tip. Must have been. Runners don't move up. 2 out. We are in the top of the first. Swung on. Another foul ball. 0-2. RBI hits by Peters, Collins, Stecker, and Loftus. Don Morrison along with my partner Woody German. There's a shot to second base, caught by the second baseman.
Good
Good
play.
thing he caught that. It would have taken a hole through him, I think.
Yeah, he hit that ball.
Line shot into second base, and so that will end the inning. 4 runs on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base hits. 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Hartford Community College Owls have something to live up to.
I'm glad you're keeping score. That's a lot of runs. I like it.
I like it. Let's see here now. We've got entertainment, so let's find out what's going to happen. We've got mascots. That's Screech, the Hartford Community College owl. Yeah, here comes this line shot. You'll see. Watch the hit. The second baseman, Woody, he had to catch that, or that ball would have done damage to
Yes,
him.
it would have.
Mascots today, we have Screech, the Hartford Community College Fighting Owl. Homer, the Miracle League mascot. Phil E., he's the Philly Pretzel Factory mascot. And Little Caesars mascot. So we're going to see a lot of competition between these mascots as this game goes on.
Oh, nice.
So Hartford now, it's got to sting a little bit. Yeah, they're 50-10 last year, but I don't know.
Yeah, this could be a close game here. It was, like I said, it was last time.
Yeah, and the Hartford Miracle won. I think they came back like in the last inning and maybe won the game.
Yeah. They never give up. Our guys never give up.
The team for Hartford Miracles, Chris Fendick in left field, Drew Young in left center. In right center, Ethan Golding, Michael Wilson is in right field. Around the infield, Jacob Stecker, Hunter Henson, Jack Collins, and Philip Loftus. The pitcher is Ryan Peters, and catching is the Hartford Community College catcher, they sort of loaned him out, and that is Andrew Moore. I think they had to have a catcher with some experience because I'm watching this young man, Ryan Peters. He's got some steam on the ball.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see what Hartford can do now. They'll send up Danny Scullion inside. Ball one. Danny's out of Shawnee High School in New Jersey. 8 home runs as a freshman last year, 41 RBIs. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Peters goes by Peters. I think that didn't take a bad hop, but it maybe just lost a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be a base hit. So Scullion gets on the single. Joe Peacock is a freshman. He's out of St. Augustine Prep. That's in Schenectady, no, Sickleville, New Jersey. Hit a home run in a game earlier this fall. Talking to Josh, the manager, and he says that they're about 500 this fall.
Okay.
They're working out a few kinks. Ball inside, 1-1. Fall is sort of the practice season. They play about 25 games. They play 56 regular season games. Pop up into right field. Let's see. Right fielder tracking it. Nope, not able to make the catch. Runner goes down to second base, so we have runners on first and second. Turning second, going down to third. They got to get the ball in.
Looks like maybe a ground rule double.
May have been, yeah. As you can see, they have modified the fences. So those red pylons there are the fence. So that must have been the, Screech the Owl comes out to say something to the Owl base runner. So we have runners at second and third, nobody out. That'll bring up Logan Carver. Logan is another freshman on this team. Takes it a little bit inside. Logan out of Chopticon High School. That's in Leonardtown, Maryland. Swung on and missed.
There we go. Good job, Ryan.
Outside fastball, keeping it on the corner. Swung on and missed again. Right down at the knees.
Good mix. Way to mix. Good job.
Yeah, 1-2 now. Is he going to come right at him, or you think he might try to get him to swing out of the zone?
I'm making him chase something, man. There
Ooh,
it is.
oh, that was a good pitch. That was close enough to be, it's not that giveaway pitch that you
Right.
just throw it. We've got some strategy there coming from the bench. I'm not sure what it was.
Trying to ice him, maybe?
Maybe.
Getting his head. Oh,
Pop
came
up.
inside on him.
Can he catch it?
Yeah, Jacob.
Great
Good
catch
play,
made by
Jacob.
third baseman over there, Jacob Stecker. Jacob comes in and gets the first out. Runners hanging on at second and third. Miles Nelson, the sophomore cleanup hitter out of Monona Grove High School in Madison, Wisconsin. Has an 850 OPS, 13 home runs last season.
And he's used to this chilly weather coming from Wisconsin.
Speaking of that, thank you for bringing it up. It is about, 55 or so? Line shot past the pitcher, fielded by the second baseman, throw to first for the out. Run will score.
Good play, Jack.
Good play by Jack Collins over to Philip Loftus. Runner moves up to third base. One run does score. The ball was hit well.
Right away, Jack made the out, called timeout, Jack. That's why he's Captain Jack. He's aware of every situation.
Very good. One out. Runner on at third base. That'll bring up Al Palumbo, the sophomore, out of Clearview Regional High School in New Jersey. Ooh, brushed him back. Batting .370 last year in that regular spring season. A little bit of an open stance. Takes a strike down at the knees. 1-1. 4-1 our score. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Flying drive over the pitcher's head and through into center field. That'll be a run-scoring single. Coming into field it is the left center fielder, Drew Young. Gets it back in. So like that now, the Community College Owls are back now to 4-2. They're not laying down.
No, that was a Good shot right up the middle.
Batter now is Josh Cook, the freshman. Ground ball, shortstop. Moving on, it is Henson. Knocks it down. Gets the out at second base. Good job, Henson. Wow. He kept his head about him. He knew didn't have a chance to get him at first base, but he got him at second base on the force out, and that will end the inning. Good job. You know, a lot of people will try to pick it up and throw it to first base, but he realized he had a force out at second base.
Yeah, no panic at all there. And probably Jack communicating with him.
Captain Jack.
That's right.
2 runs on, let's see, 1, 2, 3 base hits. So we have now played 1 full inning with the Miracle team leading by 4-2. Let's see, they said that the mascots are supposed to have some kind of a game coming up, a throwing contest
Oh, okay.
from home plate to second base. I'm not sure if we're going to see that or not. Each mascot throws 1 ball from the home plate to a target at second base. They're bringing the team off the field.
Yeah, I think I only see 2 of the mascots down there.
Yeah.
A couple of them might be stuck in traffic. Who knows?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1,
You know,
Miracle.
if you're a mascot, you know, it's going to be hard to drive that car to begin with.
Well, no wonder they're stuck in traffic.
Yeah. Screech, the HCC Fighting Owl, I see. And is that Miracle, Homer, the Miracle League?
Yeah, that's Homer.
Yeah. I like it. They're dancing. I'm liking it. That owl, the Screech the owl, he's a little scary.
Homer's not. Look at Homer. I mean, that's a friendly mascot.
He
there.
is, yeah. He reminds you of the New York Met, the Met mascot that has
Yeah.
the nice baseball head.
Some resemblance there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tequila. Woody, that comes from my generation back in the 50s, Tequila.
Really?
Or the Champs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. One of the great instrumentals.
Gotcha.
Had 1 word in it. Tequila. So I don't know if we're going to be able to have our contest or not. Maybe we'll have to postpone that.
Number 11, left fielder, Chris Fendick.
There you go. Hustling to the bat is Chris Fendick. Now, Chris, remember, he led off the first inning. He grounded out, so he's anxious to try to redeem himself here.
So we batted all the way through it last
Yeah,
time.
we
Nice
did.
job. There he goes. There he goes. All
That's
out.
that's fair. Yes, it's fair. Down the line, turning first, heading for second. That ball's still in play. No, he's going to pull up at second base. Good job. You know, you're taught as a leadoff hitter, don't get thrown out at third base.
Yes.
You know, if it's 2 out, maybe, but
Get
so
yourself
now-
in scoring position.
there you go, a double into right field. That'll bring up Drew Young. Drew got a single to the second baseman and scored a run, scored the first run for the Miracle team. Ground ball
There you go.
off the first base. Is anybody there covering the throw to first? Oh, good play from the first baseman Miles Nelson to the pitcher Gavin Glass covering. But wisely going down to third base is Chris Fendick.
Moving the runners
Now
over.
batting number 21, pitcher.
They call that a productive out.
Absolutely.
There you go. So the out goes from the first baseman to the pitcher, brings up Ryan Peters. Peters who singled.
Oh, look
That
at this.
ball is
Look at
stunned.
this.
Get out of here. Yeah, I think they say it stayed in play, but it is going to be an RBI single.
Really?
That ball looked like it was close to the fence.
Yeah, look long gone.
Hit a little too high, perhaps. Gets the RBI as Fendick comes in to score the 5th run of the ball game. And that'll bring up Jack Collins, who got a double his first time up, an RBI double.
Second baseman, Jack Collins.
Jack Collins with 11 for 13 coming into the game. Oh, he's going to be called back by Robbie Sargent, going to be given some strategy. What do you think he told him, Woody?
Told him to swing hard in case you hit it. No.
That's what I
No,
would do.
Jack's all about. What are you thinking here? What are we looking for?
Yeah.
Looking to.
Looking for the curve, maybe the
Absolutely.
oh, good look. That
Jack
ball was
will-
low and
A
outside.
couple pitches to go to Jack on Saturday, and they'll throw him inside one. He's like, all right, I respect that. Okay. Back him off a little bit.
I like the swing. 15 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 3 home runs. No wonder he's hitting in the cleanup spot.
Yeah. Good
A little bit high, yeah.
Jack knows the strike zone.
4 runs in the first, 1 run so far here in the second. Foul ball. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Umpire Dave Snyder, Drew Hoagland, and Mike Reno, all volunteering here tonight. Ground ball right at the plate. Is it fair? It is. The throw to first base. He is safe at first base.
Awesome.
What wheels?
Nice job, Jack.
Beats it out. Captain Jack, huh? Peters goes down to second base. 2 on, 1 out. Jacob Stocker. Jacob got a hit, scored a run last time. 4 doubles and a triple so far this year. 11 for 17. 13 RBIs. That's in 8 games or 9 games, 13 RBIs.
He's impressive. He gets up here and swings hard.
I like how he's focused right in the middle of the box. Ground ball toward the shortstop. Throw to second for the out. Throw back to first base. No, not in time. Runner goes down to third base. Force out at second base.
Now batting number 4.
I know that song. If you haven't noticed, Hunter's got a. He may be from Alabama.
Oh, I'll have to look up the songs here. I've got them listed. This is Hunter Henson. Hunter got a single, drove in a run, stranded at second base. 2 out now. Runner at third. Change up high. 1 run in here. Ground ball at the plate, foul. You see our score listed as 4-2 right now. I think it is 5-2. We have 1 run here in the top of the second inning. There it is. Ground ball hit toward the second. Oh, nice scoop by the first baseman.
Good play.
That was a good play by Miles Nelson. I mean, he just reached down and sort of short hopped that one. So if there's any idea that maybe the Hartford Community College is laying down and letting this team win, what a play that was.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1 run scores in the top of the second inning, 1 run on 2 hits. With 1 runner left on base, we've now played an inning and a half. It is 5-2 our score from Hartford Community College. It's the Miracle League versus the Hartford Fighting Owls. Woody, what do you think so far?
I think it's just like we expected, right? A good game. They're both going to go out there and play hard. And good teams. Both of them are good players, and the full rosters of good players that go out there and work hard.
There you saw
They're
the
impressive.
Hartford TV van. Hartford, I think this is the second, maybe third year that they've covered this event, and it's, you know, Kelly Jarrah thinks it's something that we want to do to, you know, just serve the community. And as I tell her, you know, please ask me to come. Sometimes I beg a little bit, you know, don't let anybody else do this. This is something that I treasure doing.
I think it's yours to keep. I think.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for saying that, Woody. So that Woody German, that's going on record now, is saying he wants me back next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Woody, we've been doing this for 32 years now. We started back in 1994 doing TV games, Hartford Sports. Oh no, now we're having Kirsty Breslin. Now let's see what we're going to have.
We're going to see who plays better, who's got more skill. Is it Homer or is it Screech?
Screech versus Homer.
We're going to start the game in just a second, and we're going to see which one of our mascots hit the target first.
What are they doing, Woody?
I think they're going to try to hit a target, she said.
Okay.
This might be the swing competition or the throw.
Not sure. We'll just have to observe it. Screech is getting some instructions.
I can take so. Homer, you're first.
And Screech has got those calls. I'm not sure if that's an advantage or a disadvantage.
Throwing the ball, it could be tough.
Oh, here goes Homer.
Here's Homer. Oh, I see. They've got a ball set up on a tee.
Okay. Oh, looks like they're going to swing.
Homer's getting it back. Well, it's tough to swing. I don't want to say he's like proud, but he does have a big head.
Well,
And that's hard to swing with a big head. Okay, here we go. Homer, the miracle mascot. Babe Ruth, he points to the home run. Boom!
ooh, look at
That
that.
ball is hit. That's going to be hard to top. That was a base hit.
Very nice.
Okay, Screech looks like a southpaw.
Oh, it sure does.
Okay. Screech is saying, back off, I'm ready. Kind of looks like Bryce Harper.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh no! Oh no! Screech hits the. He misses the ball. He hits the stanchion and falls down. I think Homer is the winner.
It looks like
Is
it.
Screech okay?
I hope he is.
Oh. Screech. Oh, I think he's more embarrassed. Look, he's hiding his beak.
Yes.
He'll be back. Way to go, Homer.
Homer, good job.
Homer gets the high five from his team.
A couple of players come out. Congratulations.
Look at him
the
strut.
strut.
I'm liking it.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. 5-2 now as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Harper Community College, they will be sending up their number 7 hitter, Andrew Noon. Wait a minute, I think they're going to skip Noon. They're going to have Sam Weiner to bat, number 33, the DH sophomore. We were told that Noon might not hit because he is catching for the Miracle team. Ground ball to shortstop. Henson backhands it, throws to first base. Let's see. Nope. Unable to get him at first base. He hangs on there wisely. Weiner will stay at first base, gets the base hit.
Left fielder, number 20, Alex Bono.
Here's Alex Bono. Alex is a freshman out of Hicksville, New York. St. Anthony High. 2 hits versus UNBC earlier in the week. Little fly ball, foul, and out of play. Alex is a freshman, one of the freshmen on the team. Bottom of the second inning, 5-2 the score as you see. The Miracle team scored 4 in the first and 1 in the second. Ground ball foul at first base. Wisely fielded over there, though. That ball could have gone back fair.
Looks like the Miracles have been doing some scouting here. I see Hunter's pinching up the middle a little bit there at shortstop. Looking to pull here, I think.
A little bit outside. That's a good pitch. Make the batter think. Alex Bono. Ooh, down a little bit low. Fly ball over the shortstop into center field. Coming on center fielder, the throw down to second base. Nope, nobody there. Holding on at second base, so the base hit for Bono. 2-1 and nobody out. Jack Fitzpatrick, the sophomore catcher out of Washington Township High School in Sewell, New Jersey. A .364 hitter. Batting ninth as a .364 hitter.
Wow.
The Orioles could use him.
Absolutely.
Oop, strike. Fastball on the outside corner. 3 doubles Fitzpatrick has here in this fall season. Josh Hauser tells me their last game is coming up this Saturday, their last game of the fall. This being, what, October the 27th that this game is being played?
Yeah.
They start back up in January. They're going to Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So
Playing-
I wouldn't want to start in January around here.
No.
Phew.
Yeah. 56 games they play. They're in Region 20. Ground ball past the pitcher. Fielded by the second baseman. Force out at second. Throw to first base. That's a double play. Great play by Collins. Captain Jack knew exactly what to do. Got the ground ball, touched second base, got the out at second, and the throw to first for the double play. And we now have 2 outs on that double play. That was well played.
Yeah, great job by Jack, knowing how long he had to throw over there.
Went right to second base. He knew that's where the force out was. Runner holds on at third base, so run does not score. 2 out now, runner on at third. This is Scullion. Scullion got a single back through the box in the first inning, scored a run. 2 out now, runner at third base. Swung on, fouled off. Sculligan not trying to do too much with it, Woody, just trying to meet the ball.
Yeah, just put it in play at this point, right?
2 out, runner at third. A little bit outside. Here's the ball in play. It's going to be over the first baseman's head, and that will be a base hit, and it will score the run. Good 2 out rally there. Scullion trying to tempt the right fielder into throwing the ball away. He won't do it.
Nah, Michael's solid out there. Get that ball, get it in quick.
So the run does score from third base. Make it 5-3 now. Joey Peacock, the batter, the freshman, got a double. Scored a run back in the first inning. St. Augustine Prep in New Jersey. Full swing. That ball is hit. Is that out of here?
Yeah, I think it is.
It is gone. A 2-run shot over the center field fence. And Peacock, now I could make some sort of comment about being proud. That would be not me at all.
He got a hold of that one.
He did. And the lights go off and on the home run by Joe Peacock. A 2-run blast. No, there's not an emergency here. It's only a home run. And so,
Ball game?
just like that, it is now 5-5. 3 runs here in the second inning. We're tied with Logan Carver at the bat. Oh, did Logan get?
Ooh.
Now you know that Ryan Peters was not happy about that home run. That was not a brushback pitch. He just hit him right on the knee, I think.
Did it get him?
I think it did.
Oh, it did get him.
Yeah, Ryan is showing a little bit of he didn't like the idea that Peacock didn't take a little half swing.
No.
He hit him right on the knee, so the runner goes down to first base, hit by the pitch. Miles Nelson, the sophomore. Miles got a hit back in the first inning and knocked in a run. We're tied at 5. Oh,
Ooh,
he's headhunting now.
another one. Hey, well, you
I don't-
got to protect your team here.
Yeah, I don't like home runs being
Can't
hit.
have them getting too comfortable in the
Yeah,
box.
back out a little bit. There's a little fly ball. It's going to be foul. Remember Bob Gibson, before your time, Woody, for the St. Louis Cardinals, who, if you dug in against him, Bob Gibson would put the ball right in your ribs. You would not dig in the next time. Gibson had that 1.12 ERA back in 1968. The year of the pitcher.
Definitely make you a little nervous in there.
2 out. Ground ball, third base. Fielded nicely. Throw to second base for the force out.
Play, Jake.
Good shave by Jacob Stecker over to Jack Collins. And that is the final out of the inning, but not before. Hartford scores 3 runs on 2 hits. We now have a tie ball game at 5-5 as we go to the top of the third.
Come out to Hartford Baseball's last ball game this upcoming Saturday at Towson University at 11 a.m.
That force out from the third baseman to the second baseman, well done. And so we now go to the top of the third inning. As Chuck Thompson used to say, the old Oriole announcer, the folks are as good as the people. We are all tied. It is a brand new game as we enter the third inning. There you see it. Look at that throw to second base. I mean, that is right on the money.
Nice work.
Good fielding job by Stecker, and took his time. He knew he had time. Threw the runner out at second base on the force out.
He knew Jack would be there.
Captain Jack. Well, we saw Captain Jack turn the double play where he went over and touched second base. Knew exactly what to do with the ball. So we go down to the top of the third inning, and we'll send up Philip Loftus, Ethan Golding, and Michael Wilson. Miracle team scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second. Hartford 2 in the first, 3 in the second. We're all tied at 5-5.
Well, I am now here with Josh Hauser. Josh Hauser is the coach for the Hartford Fighting Owls. Josh, this is such a great game, and I've been talking to the Miracles, and this is the one game they look forward to so much every year. Tell me about this partnership.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years now, honestly, and I think just as they circle the game, we kind of circle it on our schedules too. It's just fun to get out here every time with them. We do practices with them every week and stuff, but like getting a part of like the actual game atmosphere, getting them in like this environment, I think is really special, and hopefully we keep doing it every year. So.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and the smiles that we see on their faces are absolutely amazing. Any standout players for you this year, Josh?
It's hard to pinpoint just one. We're older this year, so we have a bunch of guys who have kind of been there, done that. So I feel like saying one is doing a discredit to the other. So I feel like it's just a field full of guys that are older and kind of been around the block a little bit, have played through some, tight games, high leverage games and stuff. So there's a lot of experience there that we're counting on.
Now, tell me, why do you guys support the Miracles? I mean, you really go above and beyond to help them, and Rob says that the partnership is one of the strongest that they have.
Yeah, I think for us, I think it's one, rewarding. It gives all our guys perspective a little bit, which is awesome. But I think it went from, we're helping them to, I think our guys, especially that are there every week and things like that, they enjoy it. That's the one thing is they enjoy coming out here. They enjoy working with them every week, and I think they get to see them improve too. It's not just going out and just practicing to practice, like where a lot of them are at now compared to where they were at last month, last year, 2 years ago. It's like so significantly different, and I think that's what makes it rewarding for me, for our players, and everybody. So it's the best, honestly. So.
Well, we have a great fall season in 2026. What do we expect to see?
Hopefully a World Series appearance. That would be at the top of our list. But we got some things to do, leading up to then. We had a really good year last year, kind of a little sour ending for us in playoffs. We're hoping for big things again. I think the expectations are always for us to end up in the World Series, and we just got to kind of take care of our business day to day to hopefully get there.
Well, we're rooting for you. Josh, thank you so much. And we're going to continue with the game, the Owls versus the Miracles. You got any idea what you think the score may be? Who do you think's going to win here, Josh?
I mean, I hope we can pull it out, but 5-5 or 5-4 throughout a couple innings, like there's going to be a lot of runs scored tonight, I think. So we'll see if we can keep them in the ballpark at least.
Well, a lot of balls still to play, so stay with us. And we got more mascot games too. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's Christy Breslin with Josh Hauser. While you're away, it is 2 out now in the top of the third inning. We have a runner on at first base, and he would get there by a force out. First batter Loftus got a base hit, pop up to the shortstop, and then a force out by Wilson. Now Saunders is the batter. Ground ball, and that's going to be no check and no. That is Chris Fendick. Thank you. Chris Fendick gets a base hit into right field, turning second and going to third. He ain't stopping,
That's Michael.
and
He's in it.
he is safe because
yes.
the third baseman cannot field it. Yeah, that was Michael Wilson who got all the way to third base after hitting into the force out, and the hit there by Fendick.
Now batting,
Fendick now is 2 for
number
3.
left center fielder, Drew Young.
Drew Young, who's now 1 for 2. He got a base hit in the first inning and scored, grounded out from the first baseman to the pitcher back in the second. We're now in the top of the third. Swung on and missed. Boy, Woody, that runner at third base, that's a big one. You're tied.
Absolutely. It's going to be a big thing here. We get this run, we're going to be in good shape.
2 outs.
Keep piling on. That's what we're going to do.
4 runs in the first inning, took a 4-0 lead, did the Miracles. Harper came back with 2 in their half of the first. 1 more for the Miracles in the top of the second, 3 for Harper to tie it at 5. That's where we are right now in the top of the third. The ball's hit. Third baseman over to make the play. Logan Carver pulls it in, and so that runner is stranded at third base. No runs on 1 base hit. No errors, and 1 runner was left on base. We've now played 2.5. The Owls coming up in the bottom of the third, a chance to go ahead. I think the Owls are tightening their defense a bit, Woody.
Yeah, it looks like it. They've been playing well out there.
The following sponsors of the Miracle League, Harper County, including
We got some changes out there.
Brad Ford, Tom Walls, Katie Walls CPR, and Rob Sargent Services. Thank you.
Let's see what's going on. Got some kind of shenanigans going on down near the dugout. Not sure what it is. You say we might have some subs coming in, Woody?
Yeah, it looks like the outfielders are new in the game right now.
Let's see, we've got
So David is in left
David
center.
Olives is in left center, number 19.
Yes. Angel is in left field.
Angel Caldero, number 10, is in left.
Mickey in right center, Mickey Inskeep.
Mickey Inskeep, that's number 13, he's in right center.
And Roger Miller in the right field.
Roger Miller, number 9, goes into right field. So we have a brand new outfield out there for the Miracles. Hope you're enjoying this baseball game coming to you from Harford Community College. The Miracle League All-Stars who play right out around the corner, what, maybe 2-3 miles from here?
Oh, it's not even that. Yeah, maybe a mile.
Sort of a long fly ball.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, hit by Vlad Guerrero or
Yeah, maybe him.
one of those guys. Just a nice atmosphere. The community college puts all out. They have the lighting done here. It's a beautiful field. The PA system in fine form. Now for Harford, they'll send up Al Colombo, the sophomore. I should say Al Palumbo, not Colombo. He's out of Clearview Regional High School in New Jersey. Also played at CCBC Catonsville. Batted .370 last year in the spring league. This team went all the way, won the super regionals. I mean, they won the region, transferred over to the super regions, won that. That's the two best regions in this area of the country, and came within 3 outs of getting into the World Series.
Really?
Josh Hauser, he kind of says that with a little smile, but you can tell it still eats at him that they were that close to getting to the World Series.
Sure.
Point being made is that this is not a fly-by-night operation here at Harford. These are teams that look to move to the next level.
Yeah, like you said, a very good team. They've got a lot of tough competition out there, I'm sure, and they seem to be doing well.
We talked about 100 players that in the 6 years that Josh has been part, there's a fly ball to second base and fielded. Nice job by Captain Jack Collins. Stayed under it, and look, he's telling everybody 1 out. One up, 1 out. Josh Cook is up. Josh hit into a force out back in the first inning. Jack out of Leesburg, Virginia, went to Loudoun County High School. Ground ball, shortstop, Hinson moving. Looks like he knocked it down, unable to make the play. Reaching first base safely is Josh Cook. 1 out, 1 on.
Now designated hitter number 33, Sam Weiner.
This is Sam Weiner, the sophomore DH. Sam got a single last time up and scored a run. He's out of Croton on the Hudson, New York. I've never heard of that town, have you?
No.
Sounds like it's a nice place. He went to PGG Academy High School. Also went to Winthrop College. We mentioned to you this team last year was 50-10. Got again all the way to past the Super Regionals into almost won that game and lost it before getting to the World Series. Josh Hauser, 3-time Maryland JUCO Coach of the Year. Reaches out, look out, dugout. Homer's not scared. Homer is kind of that mascot with a little bit of courage, got a little swagger to him.
Well, I mean, you saw the swing earlier.
You're good point. And with a name like Homer,
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot to live up to. Screech the Owl, on the other hand,
Not really
he's
sure
still
what that-
embarrassed by that swing he took. And
Yeah.
oh, there's a hit into
Uh-oh.
right field. That ball is hit well. Past the right fielder. That could be a
Roger.
ground rule double. Ball is rolling up. Yeah, that's going to be a ground rule double. That'll move runner over to third base, and Weiner will go to second. Runners at second and third, and 1 out. Alex Bono, the left fielder, freshman. Alex got a base hit back in the second. St. Anthony High out of Hicksville, New York. He had 2 hits in a recent game against UNBC, did Alex Bono. Ryan Peters still in pitching the ball. Back to Peters, past Peters, almost backhanded, but it gets through into center field. A run will score. 1 run will go down to third. Scoring from third was Josh Cook on the base hit by Bono. Runners on at first and third.
Nice
9
job.
to 5.
Nice job by Ryan there. The ball got by him, but he ran over to back up third immediately.
Good job. Danny Scullion now, the leadoff hitter. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Jack Fitzpatrick, the sophomore catcher. Hit into a double play last time. That was the double play started by Captain Jack at second base. So Harford has now taken the lead here in the bottom of the third.
Ooh, that's some heat.
And he struck him out. Got him on that outside fastball. Maybe a foul tip held on to by the catcher. 2 out. Runner on at third. Now here is Danny Scullion. Scullion batting for the 3rd time in 3 innings. He's 2 for 2 and scored 2 runs.
Okay, we got to get this guy out here.
Limit the damage. Runner on at third base and first base, first and third. 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ground ball, first base, fielded,
Philip.
and the out at first base. Well done by Philip Loftus. That is the 3rd out.
Yeah, made the play.
You
Nice
don't
job,
get
Philip.
4, yeah. Good job by Loftus. So first baseman unassisted, limits the damage to 1 run. The Owls score 1 run. They get, let's see, 1, 2, 3 base hits. We have played 3 full with the Harford Owls leading by 6 to 5. I'm looking at my script here at the end of the 3rd. This is supposed to be a hitting contest. Christy Breslin. Ah, I see what's happening. This is kind of an accuracy throw. Is it fair to boo a mascot? Come on.
It doesn't seem nice.
The fans are being rude, I think.
I think it was the Hartford team booing him. They're jumping on Homer's bandwagon here.
Now, you know, again, throwing with a wing,
Yeah,
you know,
true.
with feathers and talons, that's got to
True.
be difficult for Screech.
Probably has a good grip, though, right?
He's going to throw from second base, trying to hit it. Look at, he's warming up. I like how he's loosening that wing. Oh, a little bit wide right.
Just outside.
Just the Bob Euchre, just a little outside. Bob just passed away recently.
Yeah.
Now here comes Homer. Homer's getting the crowd behind him. Yeah. Look at this throw. It looks good. It's
Look
going to
at
be.
this.
Oh!
Ooh,
Homer doesn't know his own strength.
right on line, but
It's a little long. I think Homer could play on the Owls team. Let's see now, do they have a winner, or because they didn't get in, there's no winner? I don't know. I would think I'd give it to Homer. He was a
yeah, it's closest.
he
Closest
was
too,
very
right?
Close, yeah. You could see Screech kind of got this. We call that slump wings.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He does.
Yeah. And Homer is really strutting his stuff. Come on, kind of holding his nose.
He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he is. I like Homer's swagger. I really do.
He's confident.
Yeah. You know, the great thing about a mascot is you've got that outfit on. Nobody knows who you are. You are Homer.
Yeah, it's Homer. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, you know, you can be all you want to be. Reminds me of the San Diego Chicken, the old story about Cal Ripken Sr., who was quite a competitor. The chicken came out and was bothering Cal at a spring game, kind of pecking at him like chickens do. And Cal warned him that, you know, get away from me. I'm playing the game. finally the chicken bothered Cal. Cal turned and cold cocked the San Diego
Is
chicken.
that right?
That's the story I heard.
Wow.
And I don't believe it didn't happen
Yeah,
because
for
knowing Cal, who was intense when he was playing the game,
yes.
he told the chicken, "Leave me alone."
Yeah, I can see that.
Here is the batter leading off for the Hartford Miracles. This looks like it's
Ryan Peters.
is it
Yeah,
yeah,
Ryan.
Ryan Peters. Yeah, I can't read my own scorebook. Oh, no wonder. It looks like a hen has come in here. Looks like that Screech might have come. Yeah, Ryan Peters, the number 3 hitter. He's 2 for 2, got a run scored. There's a hit. That ball is way up in the air. We get in the lights. No, third baseman makes the play. Good job there by Logan Carver. I thought that ball might get up in the lights and be difficult. So 1 out. Here's Captain Jack Collins. Captain 2 for 2. Got a double and a single. That ball is hit. Center fielder comes in, fields it on a bounce. And now 3 for 3 is Mr. Collins.
Good job, Jack.
Comes in batting at .846, and his average has gone up.
Yeah.
I mean, you come in at .846, usually you get no place to go but down.
Swinging a hot bat.
Jacob Stecker. Ground ball back to the
Right
pitcher.
away,
Oh, fielded.
Right away.
Great play by the pitcher,
He didn't have a
Gavin
choice
Glass.
but to field that.
Yeah, again, that ball has got, right in my grill if I don't catch it.
Yeah.
So Glass makes the play. Going down to second base safely is Collins. 1 to 3 on that play, bringing up Hunter Henson, the shortstop. Hunter's 1 for 2. Hunter said, "I don't like it." Remember Babe Ruth in the 32 series where he just took 2 and said, "I'll wait for my pitch"? It was a series where he pointed into center field. I was there.
Oh,
I was there.
You were there? Oh, were you?
1932, I was
Were you?
there.
Really? How'd you get
There's
tickets?
a line shot into right field. That is a base hit. Let's see if
Comes Jack.
Collins tries to
Yes.
score. He's coming in. He ain't
Jack.
stopping. Here's the throw to play. He is
Oh,
saved
yes.
on the slide. Captain Jack Collins ties the game at 6. Boy, that took some guts.
Good hustle.
Now batting number 15, first baseman, Philip
Base
Loftus.
hit into center field by Henson and the RBI. There he is. Jack Collins telling how he did it. We are tied at 6. It'll bring up Philip Loftus. He turned third base. He did not hesitate.
No, he was on. He was thinking scoring the whole time.
And a nice slide. This field is totally artificial field. It looks like dirt, but it's actually artificial, brown-colored artificial, if you will. Very nice and cushy. Understand the field, the Miracle Field, is kind of soft and built for to be more kind and friendly to the players.
Yeah, it's like a rubberized surface. It's like a poured rubberized type of thing. And like I said, it's very accessible for his wheels and that sort of thing.
And again, Tom Walls and the entire group that raised the money to build that field. Going down to second base without a throw, and it is a walk. Going down is Loftus. Good eye by Loftus. We have 2 on now. That'll bring up Ethan Golding. Yep.
Looks like Mickey Inskeep.
Yeah, that's one of the new players who came in. Mickey Inskeep, number 13, who's in for Ethan Golding. His first time at bat. Wearing that number 13, I don't know about you, but I have enough bad luck on the field without tempting fate. I want to wear a number that's, innocuous as much as possible. Ground ball to second base. Gets by the pitcher. That's going to load the bases with 2 out. Inskeep says, "I don't care about no 13.
That's right. He's not afraid.
This looks like Roger Miller. Is this number 9, Roger Miller, coming
Maybe.
to the bat?
And the white helmet right there might be coming up. Yep.
Yeah, Roger striding to the plate.
Now batting number 9, Roger Miller.
I'm liking it. Roger says, "Put it over here. I got the bases loaded." Swung on and missed. Boy, big opportunity here for the Miracles. We're tied at 6. Top of the 4th inning. Ball outside. Woody, a walk is a run.
That'll be big.
Oh, timeout. Coming out to, don't know what this could be about. Pitching coach coming out to talk to his pitcher, Gavin Glass. I think he said throw it across the plate.
Yeah, I mean, get it together, right?
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. High and inside, 2 balls and a strike. I think Roger Miller is no swinging. You put it across, I'm hitting. 2-2 now. Big part of the game right here in the top of the 4th inning with a tie 6-6. Swung on and missed. Oh no.
Oh.
I must be putting out before he's out. Still batting. Now he swings on. They're going to give him a couple extra swings. Now that's only fitting.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Big moment here, big
Yeah,
moment.
it is. Now they're talking about that somebody must have lost the count.
Might have been a foul tip in there.
Maybe it was. Still at bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to give him another swing.
No, that might
Oh, no,
be-
maybe
yep,
that's it, huh?
that was it. Yeah, that
Okay,
was
give
it.
you a couple extra swings, but unfortunately Miller is down, and the Miracles are limited to just 1 run, so they do score the tie run. We're tied at 6 here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. A run on 2 base hits. We had 3 runners left on base. Put me in, coach. I can play center field.
So they might have some more changes now.
Yeah, looks like number 2 is still in the game. Number 2, that's
just coming in,
Austin,
yeah, just
Austin
coming
Richard
in.
coming in. Is Austin coming in to pitch?
Yeah, it looks it.
I saw him warming up in the pre-game. He's got some speed, does
Yes,
Austin.
yes, he does.
Any other people out there that we see?
It looks like Hayden might be in at first base. Yep.
Hayden Brinson?
Yeah, I
Hayden
think
Brinson?
that's how you say his last
I don't have a number for Hayden.
name. No. This might
Maybe
be.
the greatest baseball song ever recorded. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Put me in, coach.
Get you thinking about summertime, right?
Oh, yeah. World Series going on right now. Between as we tape this on a, what is this, Monday night?
Monday
yeah.
night, yep.
Yeah, the Dodgers and the Blue Jays tied at 1. Woody, this game is being on Facebook Live, so people are watching this probably as far away as Scandinavia,
Really?
maybe. Well, at least in Chuck's corner.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to be. There you see him. And he is ready to play. Austin Richard.
Looks like Jack moved over to shortstop. And Ryan, I think, went to second base.
Okay, so Jack and Ryan. Let's see, we're getting our names. So Jack Collins.
Yep. Looks like he's playing shortstop now.
Okay, number 99 is at shortstop.
Ryan from pitcher to second base.
Okay, the pitcher now has gone to second base, Ryan Peters.
And here comes, like you said, Austin on the mound.
Well, let's see what Austin has. He's coming in here in the bottom of the 4th inning with a tie score. Here's Joey Peacock. Joey's come up twice and he's got 2 doubles. Whoa, he's a hitting machine. The leadoff hitters, Scullion and Peacock, both have 2 base hits each and 2 runs scored. So if you want to get somebody out, this is the guy you want to keep off the base.
Looks like Austin's being careful with him right now.
Austin must have read that scorebook and seen he's got 2 hits.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, got him. Oh, nice play by the second baseman.
Ryan, nice job, Ryan.
You see, that is Okay, that's Ryan Peters. Thank you. Yeah, Ryan, who went from pitcher to second base, so 1 up and 1 out. Logan Carver now. Logan is 0 for 2, actually 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch. Swung on and missed. I think the thing about our pitcher, he's got enough change of speeds that makes it tough to hit. Austin not throwing the ball quite as hard as Peters did. That messes up your timing, you know, when you get a pitcher. I used to hate when I was playing, the pitcher would be throwing the ball fast, and then throwing the changeup.
Yeah.
Should not be allowed. It should not be allowed.
Change the pace a little bit?
No. You feel like an idiot swinging and the ball is still, you know, halfway to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. We are tied. No, we're not. Yeah, we are tied at 6. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Nice backhanded play, and the throw to first base.
With it.
Oh, almost, and you can see the disappointment. The first baseman was not able to make that play.
Good job, Hayden. Way to get on it.
Woody's going to help me. They moved second base was Jack Collins.
Yeah, Jack at short made a nice play. Couldn't
Yeah.
quite get the throw over there. Hayden at first base.
Hayden Brinson not able to make the play. So the runner is safe at first. Let's bring up Miles Nelson. Miles, who was 1 for 2. Miles, the cleanup hitter on the outside corner.
Oh, nice pitch.
Miles out of Madison, Wisconsin. Ground ball, third base. Fielded. Throw to second base. Oh, ooh. Unable to make the play is Peters at second. And so the runner will turn second and go down to third base. So Nelson gets home first base. We have runners now at first and third. Andrew Noon leading off for the Miracles. We're getting a note here. There's a conference at the mound. Robbie Sargent out there talking to. You can see the intensity on the face of all these players.
Austin looks ready.
Yep.
I think it was like when the manager went out to get Max Scherzer last week. Went out to talk to him, and Scherzer gave him the no.
Yeah.
No.
That said,
So that might have been what happened right there.
I'm not leaving. Don't take me out.
I
Yeah.
got this. I think
When
that's what I
you're
said.
Max Scherzer and you're done all the things he's done, you know, who do you think you are coming out to take me out?
Right.
Ground ball to shortstop.
Jack's
Nice
got it.
fielding. Throw to second base for 1 out
Ryan.
and no throw to first. The run will score. Al Palumbo with the ground out. Fielded by Collins. He gets the out at second base.
Now batting, shortstop, number 25, Josh Cook.
Carver does score. Force out is recorded. We have 2 out now. 7-6 the lead. Harper takes the lead here in the bottom of the fourth with Josh Cook, the batter. Paul a bit behind him. Out of Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County High School. Beautiful area of Virginia. It's a little bit outside D.C. I'm not sure whether Austin is putting something on the ball. He's got a little bit of a twist of the wrist here as he releases the ball.
I think he's setting them up. I think that's what he's doing here. There it comes.
Yeah, inside. Good job. I think that was sort of self-protection there by Josh Cook. Josh has hit into a force out and got a single and scored a run. Again, we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Miracles were up 4-0, 4-2. Tied at 5. Harper went up by a run at 6 and tied at 6, and now it's 7-6. Harper leading again.
There it is.
Swung on and missed. Woody, I think if I'm correct, they're going to limit this game to 5 innings. So we're getting right down to the nitty gritty, if you will.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm told. That is a beautiful pitch.
Oh, did he get him?
He did.
Nice job,
Too
Austin.
close to take. Couldn't hit it. Swung on and missed. Was cooked. 2 out now. Andrew
Oh,
Noon.
that might be.
Is that 3? Yeah, that is
we might
3
have missed
outs.
one.
Yep. It was the pop-up, the force out, and now the strikeout. So
Okay.
getting out of the inning with just 1 run scored. 1 run on 2 hits. However, Hartford has taken the lead at 7-6 as we go to the top of the 5th inning.
The Hartford Fighting Owls lead the Miracles with a score of 7-6. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that concessions are not being sold. However, donations are encouraged and appreciated.
So if it is true that we're playing 5 innings, and I'm not really sure that the rules were a little bit vague in the beginning, but this could be the last chance for the Miracle team. 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead.
We're all about going with the flow.
We're going to have another interview with Christy Breslin. Christy, who volunteers her time. Ooh, a little spooky. It's close to Halloween. I'm not sure that we're going to see. Screech is. It looks like Screech has recovered his composure.
Will there be trick-or-treating is what I want to know.
I'll take the treat. I'm not into the trick anymore. Treats are fine.
And like I said, these players, there's some very talented players on the Miracles. But tell us, for anybody that doesn't know, what is the history of the Miracle League?
Well, the Miracle League, at least the Miracle League started many years ago in, I can't remember the, I can't remember the sheet that I created, but they started in Georgia, and they developed a program for all players to be able to play the game, and the people that from Georgia said we need to take this and we need to get everyone involved. They had about 200 people involved in the very first get-together in Georgia, and so Diane Alford said this is something that we should make available across the country. Now there is, I think, about 300 programs that are in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico for Miracle League. In Harford County, we started in during COVID in 2020. Tom Walls, the Walls family generated all the money to put a ball field in Harford County, and then we started our first Miracle League of Harford County in the spring of 21 with 33 players, and today we have 200 players registered out of the Harford County program.
That is absolutely incredible. And it seems like they enjoy every minute of this. Now, is it something that there's practices and games throughout the year? How does it work?
We have a spring season and spring and fall season for our regular program. And the individuals will play on Saturday and on Tuesday evenings. We start out with a clinic program for ages of 4 to 9. Then we have a intermediate program, which is the 10 to 13-year-olds, and then we have an adult division, which is 14 to infinity. Our oldest current registered player is 78 years old, but our oldest active player is 72 years old.
Wow, and this group that we have here today, I mean, I've really seen some standout players.
Yes, we created the Miracles 2 years ago, and I was basically just looking for players that had great passion. I didn't care what abilities they had. I was just looking for people that were passionate about baseball. Because in all of my experience, I've learned that if people are passionate, you can teach them anything.
Oh,
well,
absolutely.
this is an advanced group of players, and now the one requirement I did use is that no players on the Miracles have mobility challenges. They can all move around free of wheelchairs or walking devices, things like that. in our regular program, we have a lot of players that do have wheelchairs and walking devices. In fact, we had this summer we played with a Miracle League program out of New Jersey, and we had an all-star adult group of which one of our players was in a wheelchair and the other one was in a walking device. And our opponent had one player in a wheelchair also.
Well, you know, this is just such a great community event. And Rob, you've got so many people that support you and partner with you, and lots of plans for the future for the Miracle League, from what I understand.
Yes, I know Tom and I, we've talked about it, and we'd actually like to bring the Miracle League All-Star Weekend to Harford County. And so a couple of requirements: we need to have a lighted field, of which we do. We need to have a bathroom building, which is Harford County is currently in the process of making that happen. And then we need to have a covered spectator area. And then with coordination with Harford Community College to use recreational facilities, the Arena Club, things like that. But we believe we can bring this national event to Harford County, which would be a win-win for everyone.
Absolutely. It's a great night out here tonight, Rob. Your players are fabulous. Got a chance to talk to Josh Hauser from the Owls, and we couldn't ask for a better night. So what do you think, Miracles or the Fighting Owls?
Well, right now we're 2-0. The Miracles have won 2 games in a row against Harford, and Harford is looking to try to knock us off and get back in the win column. So I can't predict yet.
I can. I'm going to give it to the Miracles. I'm sorry, Harford, but I predict a Miracle win. But, Rob, thank you so much. We'll let you get back to the game. Thank you for all that you've done.
Thank you, Christy. You're a great supporter of the Miracle program, so thank you.
Love the players, love the game. Let's get back to it.
That was Rob Sargent there, the manager of this team. And by the way, while you're away, the Miracles have come back to now take the lead. They have scored now 2 runs as Saunders is able to score the lead run. Now it is now 8-7, the lead for the Miracle team.
So yeah, Jaden Saunders, he's a former Aberdeen High School baseball player that's been with the program for a long time. He's a wonderful young man that currently plays at CCBC in Dundalk.
This is Stecker, Jacob Stecker. The third of the plate, wide, and the 9th run has been scored here by the Miracles. They go up now by a score of 9-7. And I think Christy Breslin may have had something that she knew, because it looks like that 2-0 record that Rob Sargent was talking about right now, leading by 2 runs, and still they have not gotten the final out here. Yeah, this is Austin Richard, who came into pitch this last inning. Got a runner on at third base and a runner on at second. It's a fly ball in the left field. No, it leaves a little early. Let's see if they're going to let him score the run. No, that's going to be the third out. Third out of the inning, but the Miracles have scored 3 runs here in the top of the 5th inning, and they lead by a score of 9-7. And so Harford, if this is indeed the last inning, which I'm told it might be, Harford needs to score at least 2 to extend this game and 3 to win. Wow. Yeah. What a comeback.
Quite an inning.
Yeah, I was a little doubtful of Christie that the Miracles were going to be able to come back, but they have. They've come back now 3 times. They led 4-0. They led 4-2. They were down twice. Now they've come back for a 3rd time.
I think this is why a lot of it just shows why a lot of us are just so inspired by these players. They go out and they play hard. They work hard.
Never say die.
Absolutely.
Now, something is going on with our lighting here. It's kind of eerie, the lights going on and off.
I think
it's a great complex here, Woody.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I think they're trying to intimidate the Miracles here, but that can't be done.
Woody, I go back, this is how old I am, to the point when Harford Junior College was part of Bel Air High School. It had the upper building or the upper rooms at Bel Air High before this campus was built.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that goes back, okay, several years. Okay, 50 years.
A couple.
If you want to be truthful about it. But what a great campus here, located just near Churchville. And what a great atmosphere here. Don Morrison and Woody German with you. Glad to be here. Woody, they asked the question, where else would you be?
Tell you what, you know, some days you'll be there on a Saturday and it's a little chilly, or it could be a little drizzly or something like that. But where would you rather be? Absolutely.
Can't think of a place.
Nah, the kids just they make it a lot of fun for all of us.
Number 33, Sam Weiner.
Here's Sam Weiner, and the Hartford Owls are facing their third straight loss. Now, this is a team that was 50-10 last spring. You know they can't be happy about being down by 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed. I tell you, that pitch that Austin Richard has going, kind of like, remember the Ephus pitch?
Yeah. I think these batters haven't seen that before, maybe.
Yule Blackwell.
Uh-oh.
That ball is
Is that a
hit.
fair
Is that
ball?
fair?
It's a fair ball.
Yeah,
down
they're
the
saying
line.
it's fair down the line. Could be a ground rule double. Yep, that's what it is. So just like that, the tying run comes to the plate in the person of Alex Bono.
So Jaden Saunders is now in catching for the Miracles. He's the former baseball player at Aberdeen that helps out. And he's been a buddy for years with the Miracle League.
Isn't that nice?
Very, very nice young man, like I said before.
Alex Bono, the freshman, 2 for 2. He is the tie run at the plate. Takes a strike. Weiner on at, checking noon on at second base.
Oh, he didn't even attempt to get out of the way.
Yeah,
Come on.
let's see if Robbie Sargent comes out and says something to the umpire. You know, the rules of baseball say that you must make an attempt to get out. And Robbie's not going to waste any time. He's going to bring in another pitcher.
Okay, who's this coming in? That might be. Oh, it's Hunter. Hunter who
Hunter
was playing
Henson.
shortstop earlier. Yeah, Hunter's coming
Wow.
in now.
Well, you've seen that arm already. You know how serious Rob Sargent is taking this game. Right now, they've got the tie run on at first base, the winning run coming to the plate.
This might go back to when I told you I was behind Hunter walking in here and asked him how he was doing. He said good. Maybe he knew there was a chance coming on in relief.
He was focused.
Yeah.
Jack Fitzpatrick, the sophomore, hit into a double play and struck out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the pitcher's mound. Now pitching, Hunter Henson.
Hunter Henson, who started out at shortstop. Hunter's had a good day. Got a base hit, got 2 base hits. He's 2 for 3 as a batter. Hunter Henson.
Hunter and his family are big Alabama fans.
Really?
Yes.
The Crimson Tide. Alabama's kind of come back a little bit. Looked like their football team was in a little trouble. Now they seem to be getting it back together. Nick Saban no longer the coach.
Okay, so Hunter's mom, Hunter's dad is one of the coaches out there, Coach Kevin, and Hunter's mom is Miss Deborah. And Miss Deborah is a big help with all the Miracle
We're
League.
being offered food. Is
We
this
are?
a bribe?
Whoa, hey, check that out. But Miss Deborah helps out in every way at the Miracle League, and she's here tonight helping out in the dugout, keeps everything straight, keeps the line
So
up.
you keep talking while I eat that that pretzel. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's very nice.
Free food is always good.
My 2 favorite words, the bunning them up. I mean, you know, Hartford is taking this game deadly seriously. In fact, that would have been runners. And you can see, look how the Miracles are coming in.
Yeah, they're seeing this.
There's the bunt.
Get the play, get the play.
Can be, oh no, safe at first base. Let's see if the runner turns to just a 1-run lead now, and the bases are loaded.
Ryan with the backup over there, nice job.
Danny
Bases
Scullion
loaded.
now the batter, the
This
leadoff
game-
hitter.
This game's getting tight.
It really is. Got a run lead. We're up by 9-8, the Miracles, but the bases are loaded, and I don't believe we have any out. Swung on, tip foul at the plate. A little bit outside, 1-1. Bases are loaded, no place to put him. Tying run at third base. Pop up, moving, catcher. Oh,
Jaden,
great
nice
play.
job.
Great play by
Jaden Saunders, nice
Jaden
play.
Saunders. Jaden, again, a former high school baseball player, as you said, now catching That was a great play. So 1 out now.
That's a big out.
It is a big out. New player. Don't have his number. Number 32. I have to plead ignorance on this one. I don't have a number on this young man for Hartford. Let's see. It's the Miracles team. Hum a tune there, Woody, while I find the roster.
I don't know if anybody wants me singing or not, but I'll do my best.
This is a critical part of the game here.
Yeah, Hunter's looking to focus up here. There you go.
Need an out at home.
Well, Jake.
There's a straight to the plate. That's out.
Nice play.
The force out and the run does not count. We are still up by a 1. We being the Miracles. Look at me. I'm rooting for the Miracles.
Hey,
now.
that's okay. That's all
I'm
right.
supposed to be unbiased here.
It's okay. Great
Well,
play
here
there
we
by
are.
Jake.
2 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. A 1-run lead for the Miracles. Bases remain loaded. Oh, hit him. Oh. Did he try to get out of the way? I think the umpire is going to say, no, he's going to stay there with ball 1.
Oh, hit the bat.
To hit the bat?
Shannon hit the bat.
Good deal. Our umpire's doing a great job here. Umpires Dave Snyder, Drew Hoagland,
Uh-oh.
a little bit high. The runner, no, the runner's going to stay. He's not going to take a chance. Mike Reno, Drew Hoagland, and Dave Snyder, the umpires. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You see
2
these,
out.
these umpires are volunteering their time?
That's what I'm told.
How you like that?
I like it.
They're good guys after all.
Umpires are, strong on and missed. 2 strikes. Are we 1 strike away from a miracle win? The 1-run lead. High. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. Young man has a jacket on. I don't see a number, so I can't get it. Swung on and missed.
Ooh.
Strike
Is that strike
3.
3?
That is strike 3. That is the end of that inning. Now, again, it was kind of vague whether we were going to go 5 innings, maybe more. So at the end of 5, it is a 1-run lead for the Miracles.
Okay.
Screech the Owl is uncertain, sort of waving his wings. Woody, if he takes off flying, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Let's see, they're going to
there's
say,
more. Yeah,
they're
we-
saying
We got more game going.
more game. We're going to continue playing.
Another mascot game. Look
There
at that.
you see the strikeout. That was a big strikeout. Now you're going to see running the bases. Now, can an owl outrun whatever Homer is?
Homer is just an extraordinary person. I know that for sure.
He is a baseball head guy. Okay.
Now, if Screech does leave the ground, is that legal as he's
I-
running, if he's flapping?
See, I would think yes. I think any
All right,
means
I wasn't
possible.
Sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Now, getting final instructions from Robbie Sargent. Here we go. Woody, the next thing is going to ask you and me to go down and run, and that would be ugly for me.
I'm going to have to stretch.
I'd forfeit right away.
I could probably be ready early next week.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Count them down. There he goes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're going opposite directions. I see.
This could be dangerous.
This could be bad at second base. Okay, Screech has the lead.
Screech is leading. Homer made the turn.
Oh, wait a minute. Screech runs into his own player.
In the
Oh, he
run.
he lost his wings. Look, he's running without wings. Now he's gone. Here comes Screech. Oh, no. Oh, they knock him down. Screech is down. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Homer wins. Oh, poor Screech.
He flew right into a tree or something?
I don't know what happened. Screech lost his wings. He was really flying around the corner. Somebody hit him and knocked him off his pins. Homer's coming over to offer some consolation to him. Poor Screech. Oh, there he is. Down he goes. Did you get the number of that man who hit him?
No, I'm not really
Look,
sure.
look, he's
Get
home.
the-
He's
get
making
the-
it. He's going to get there.
Get the tag number.
Oh,
of
boom. Down he goes.
that. I'm sure it was an accident.
Probably.
Yeah.
He was just running to try to get to the bench.
He was trying to get a better look.
Looked like Ray Lewis, you know. Boom. Remember John Madden? Wow.
That was
So
something.
Homer's the winner by fault, I guess.
Well, yeah, he came in there first.
He crossed the
Scored first.
poor Screech.
Homer's got his head in his hands. He's not sure even what happened.
Yeah. So Homer wins the hitting contest. The throwing contest, they ruled a draw, I think, and now he's won the running contest.
Okay.
So the Miracle Homer, the mascot of the Miracles, is the winner of 2 out of 3, maybe all 3.
Nice.
So we are going to go now to the top of the 6th inning. My scorebook is a bit of a mess. It's like a spring training game, you
That's
know.
how it goes on that way
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes. The Miracle League, it's all good. Hayden. is coming up
Hayden.
there.
This is
Hayden.
Hayden. Oh yeah, the
Vernelson?
young man without a Verenzen, Hayden Verenzen, who came into play first base. We are in the top of the 7th inning. It is a 9-8 lead for the Miracles. Ball hit between the pitcher and the second base. Pitcher get it, throw to first base. He is saved. So Verenzen reaches first base safely. I think Woody got some information.
Yeah, Hayden Vera Nelson is what we're saying his last name.
Vera Nelson,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. Did he happen to tell you how many innings we're going to play?
No, I
No,
didn't
we're
get
still
that.
sort of a mystery there.
This is Mickey. Mickey Inskeep.
Mickey Inskeep, number 13, who came into the ball game late. Swung on and missed. My partner Woody German going to go over and find out how many innings we are going to continue. Swung on and missed. Here comes Woody with the information.
Yeah, I'm getting word we're going to go 6 innings. So I think this is the
This is the last inning.
top of the 6 here. So
Inskeep goes down on strikes.
Now batting number 9, Roger.
This is Roger Miller. Don't swing, Roger. Your coach is right behind you. I don't know what instructions. Can the visiting coach come over and talk to the home catcher? Maybe.
well, one of the big things about the Miracle League is all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Swung on and missed. Roger Miller. Ooh, almost brushed him back with that pitch. Swung on and missed. The Miracles trying to add to that lead. They got that 1-run lead. Ground ball. Miller hits it. Hustling. Runner is safe at second. Back to first. He's going to be safe at first base is the call.
Nice.
Miller with the blazing speed beats it out.
Now batting catcher, Jaden Saunders.
Here's Jaden Saunders. Jaden is, as Woody described him, the young man who's the Aberdeen High School graduate who is playing for the Miracles. Pop up.
Oh, did he get-
High,
he
high
get a hold of
ball.
one? Is that out of here?
It is.
That's
It's
gone.
out of here. That's a home
Yeah,
run.
Jaden.
Jaden Saunders has hit a 3-run dinger, and his team now is up by 12-8 as the lights go on and off here at Hartford. Jaden Saunders with the home run for the Miracles. They now lead by 12-8. Wow.
See how happy the players are for Jaden. Jaden, there's not a player in the whole organization that Jaden hadn't helped out.
Watch this hit. That is a high rainmaker. going back to try to catch it as a center fielder, but no, it is beyond those markers for the home run. Al Palumbo had no chance to get it.
Here comes David Olovach.
David Olovach, again, one of the players that came in as a sub. The Miracles looking to win their third straight in this series that started back in 2023. As I recall, last year was like a one-run win
Yeah, I think
for the
so.
Miracles. Fans are into the game, wanting to see the Miracles add a run or two.
Check swing, check swing. Yeah,
And
check.
check it with the umpire at first, and they say, hey, check to swing. Well, that Saunders blast, that ball was up in the lights, carried all the way out. Up high, ball 4. Yes, sir. Olovach very, very happy about that.
Now batting, number 10, left center field.
Angel Caldero.
Angel.
Angel.
Yep.
Angel Caldero.
As you can tell by our song there, we call her the Wild Thing.
Angel may be the only girl playing on the Miracles.
Yeah, she's on only one team tonight. Normally Lily is also part of the team.
The Wild Thing. I love her swing. Angel Caldero. Takes it outside. Angel is all business up there. Has a nice stance, takes it up high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, runner on at first base. It is a 4-run lead for the Miracles. That big 3-run home run hit by Saunders. Ball 4.
There she goes. Good patience.
Yep. You can tell she's a little diminutive, otherwise small.
Yep.
And so
okay.
she's not going to swing anything out of the strike zone. Yeah. And here is Ryan Peters, started as the pitcher. Oh, that ball was hit. Line shot into center field.
Get there, Angel.
Fielded by the center fielder, Palumbo. That was a close play at second base.
Oh, somebody hurt out there?
I don't know. Looks like Danny Sullivan, or Danny Scullion, I'm sorry. Here comes. And we're told this is the final inning, so the Owls will get a chance to bat in the bottom.
I think we're going 7 innings.
Going
and we're in the
7
top
now?
of the 6th now. So
we're
we
going to
got
go
a whole other
7.
inning. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to go a full 7, we're told. This being the 6th. Here's Jack Collins, Captain Jack. Number 99 in your program, number 1 in your heart.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy, like you said, he is aware of everything going on in the game.
The Yankees have a captain who wears number 99.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's patterned himself after
Their
that.
swings look a lot alike.
Shortstop, fielded by the
Oh,
shortstop, throw to
confused
first
out
base.
there.
Nice looking play by Josh Cook. Gets the out at first base. Runner goes up to third.
Run scores? Yeah, David scored.
Yeah, now we're up to 13 to 8. Jacob Stocker at the bat. Jacob has a base hit and a run scored.
Oh, look at this.
The ball is pounded. Left fielder tries to make
Oh, I missed it.
the Savannah Bananas. You ever watch them play?
I do. I love it.
Yeah. You try to make a Savannah Banana catch and didn't work out, and the run will score. I think that's 14. I think 2 runs have scored here.
Now batting, number 4, Hunter.
14 to 8 is the score. Wow. They're putting together a lead here that might be tough to. Is this Hunter Henson? Yeah. They're calling Hunter back.
Uh-oh. What happened here?
They're taking the team off the field. It might be some kind of a ground rule of runs being scored. That's
Okay.
they were up by 9. Now they're up by 14-8. So that's 5 runs that have been scored. Maybe that's a limit.
Yeah, maybe they're doing
Maybe it's a
that.
ground rule that we're not aware of. All we do know is that the Hartford Owls are going to come to bat down by 14-8.
I think the Miracles are bringing in the closer here. Captain Jackson on the mound.
Captain Jack on the mound. Captain's got that sneaky pitch. It's the kind of, you don't see the ball until it's right on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the pitches now, please. Now in the pitch for the Harvard Miracles, number 99, Jack Collins.
It has been a really exciting game here for the Miracles. It's a close game, but as you've seen tonight, the Miracle League is such a wonderful organization, and it gives people of all abilities the opportunity to play baseball. So it takes a lot of community support to make this happen, and we're so thankful to everyone that has given their time, their love, their support, and all the commitment into making games like this possible. Thank you to the Fighting Owls, thank you to the Miracles, and thank you to you for all your support. Now, if you know anybody that you think would be interested in maybe playing for the Miracles, getting involved, donating, any kind of opportunity, or even volunteering that is available, you can reach out to Rob Sargent, and he will definitely bring you on board. And believe me, this is an experience you don't want to miss. It's a great night out here, and these boys really enjoy the game. They have a true love of baseball, and it shows. We're very, very happy to be a part of this wonderful organization here at Hartford TV, and looking forward to our next opportunity to broadcast one of the games with the Miracles versus the Fighting Owls. I'm Christy Breslin. It's been great being here with you tonight, but we still have a little bit more of the game to go. We're going to see who takes the win in the 7th inning.
It's Christy Breslin, WMAR TV and Hartford TV. Christy is a native of Hartford County. She is just one of those people who volunteers her time. You know, if there's a good cause, you can expect to see Christy Breslin there. And, you know, thank you, Christy, for all your great work. We're now into the bottom of the 7th inning. Fly ball, that's going to be a home run. Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
So the Hartford Owls are not done. Now they're within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, with Halloween coming up, we did want to mention the Miracle League field over here on Shucks Road. We are having a treat or treat event this coming Wednesday, October 29th at 6 p.m. You're invited to join us. Come on out for a costume parade around the bases and trick-or-treating around the field.
Very good. Al Palumbo with that home run. 14-10 now. That's great. Again, where is that going to be?
It's going to be right over at the Miracle League field right in Shucks Road Park.
And what time?
It'll be 6 p.m. So I would check. I don't know how the weather is going to be looking for that, but just go to the Miracle League of Hartford County website. Probably the Facebook page would probably be a better bet. Get some information and make sure it's still on. Hopefully it'll be on.
Yeah, a little bit of bad weather coming later in the week.
Yeah, so that again is Wednesday, October 29th at 6 p.m.
Josh Cook with a base hit, so the Hartford Owls are again within 4. Ground ball, third base.
Austin, good stop down there, Austin. Play at second.
And the play is second base, and he is going to be, what's the call? Out at second base. Good job there corralling that throw. Who's that young second baseman?
So that's Ryan Peters at second base.
Ryan Peters, who was a pitcher.
Austin made a play at third.
Yeah. So now we have 1 out. Oh, nice little sneaky fastball. This is Alex Bono. Alex has 3 base hits on the night. Bottom of the 6th inning, we're going to play 7. So I'm told.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. Notice how we're very certain about certain things. Like Nothing.
That's okay.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. Oh, by the
just got
shortstop.
by.
Henson unable to flag it down. Caldero, though, picks it up. Good play by Caldero in center field.
Nice job, Angel. Good job.
Angel's one of those kids that, hustles. You
Yes.
just love to see that. This is Jack Fitzpatrick, the sophomore. Fitzpatrick, catcher. Hit into a double play. Got a base hit, also struck out. See what the Captain Jack wants a ruling. He's going to bring his team in.
Okay.
Captain Jack Collins says, let's talk about it. We've got a 4-run lead, but this thing ain't over. Well, he probably didn't say ain't.
Well,
Maybe he did.
no, he's pretty. He's
Yeah, he probably said, this is not over
yeah.
like that.
There you go.
Yeah. Who was it? Dizzy Dean, who became an announcer after his playing days were over. And Dizzy was from Alabama, and he used the vernacular of Alabama. The English teachers in St. Louis had a petition to get him off the air because kids were, like he said, he slid into third base.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
slud is the past tense of slide.
Okay.
Slide, at least it was for Dizzy.
Okay.
So, but they had a petition also which allowed Dizzy to stay on the air because he was so popular.
Okay.
He slid into third base. Now, who doesn't understand that?
Right.
You know? Slid, slide, slud. Ground ball toward first base. Fielded. Throw. No throw. Going to be.
Jack was there.
Yeah. Jack, Captain Jack, he understands that if you're a pitcher and the ball's hit to the right side, you got to bust yourself over there.
Yeah, Jack's aware of the situation.
So now we got runners at.
Got them all loaded.
Yeah, we are FOO, full of vowels. I think it was Red Barber in the old days when the Brooklyn Dodgers were playing, who used to say we were FOB, full of bums. They called the Brooklyn Dodgers the bums.
Oh,
It
no.
was, yeah, it was kind of a happy thing. They would be called bums. Who was the clown Kelly, who was the sad sack clown? Well, they brought him to L.A. after they moved to Los Angeles, the Dodgers.
Okay.
They said, no way, get him out, because in L.A., everything is sort of like, up the hoity-toity.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they didn't like the idea of being called bums. So the idea of the bums of Brooklyn disappeared when they went to L.A. See, there are advantages to being old. These things were part of my youth. Ball down low. Score is 14-10. As you see, we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Miracles a big 5-run rally the last inning to take the lead. Down low. Nice scoop by Saunders. So Jack Saunders,
Oh, Jaden Saunders.
Jaden
was the catcher,
Saunders,
yep.
who was, again, at Aberdeen. You say he comes out and works with the Miracle League team.
Yeah, he was one of our buddies from early on, and like ball 4 there.
That's ball 4, yeah. The run will score. That'll make it 14-11.
Yeah, Jaden was one of our buddies early on, and it just exemplifies, the youth that are out there, and that come out and spend their time. And it's really special to see somebody like him, and we have a lot of young people that come out and help each week. We have different organizations come. So if anybody ever wants to come out and volunteer, we had the Towson University softball team a couple weeks ago. Forest Hill Express Little League team was out there a couple weeks ago. Come out and volunteer their time helping out and be a buddy.
Is there a website or something that they can dial into?
Sure, the Miracle League of Hartford County, and that's how you get a hold of Mr. Tom Walls, and you make contact with him, and you can schedule when, we try to have maybe one team 1 week, and that way it's not too many buddies, but it's always good to have plenty of people out there to help out and just kind of buddy with the kids and spend some time. It's really inspiring.
Ground ball back to the pitcher, fielded. Got to play at the plate, and good job there. Way to stay awake. Henson able to knock it down, get out at first, or at the plate, I should say. Captain Jack Collins making the play. So that is a force out, and I think that is 2 outs here. I've kind of lost track of the outs, to be honest with you. This will bring up Logan Carver. Another conference at the mound.
Yeah, we've had some buddies that come out. You know, it's a Saturday morning, so for a lot of teenagers, even myself, who a little bit of an older teenager, I would say, it's tough to get up on Saturday mornings. But once you get out there and you spend a little time with some of these players, it makes you want to come every week.
Robbie, this game was 2 outs. Thank you, Booth. There, 2 down. This game was supposed to be played 2 weeks ago during that monsoon we had, and so everybody cooperated, postponed the game for 2 weeks, and thank goodness Mother Nature cooperated. Tonight is really a nice night. What, about 55 degrees or so? Not much wind.
Yeah.
So it's been a good night. 2 down now. Swung on. Ball foul down the left field foul line.
Yeah, we got some fans in the stands. They're bundled up, but they look like they're having a good time.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. They've come and stayed and cheered, and maybe, 40, 50 people?
Yeah, it looks like it.
We're in a nice, cushy booth here. You know, I offered to go upstairs and no, I didn't. I said, I'm happy here in the booth. Thank you.
It is comfortable. We are spoiled here.
Yes, we are. Pop up, moving third baseman, foul ball. Hits and goes foul. Good job there by Austin Richards. He could have touched that ball and it would have been fair, but he let it go foul. 2 down. The bases are jammed. We are full of owls. Speaking of owls, I'm happy to see that Screech has his wings back on.
Oh,
and
yeah, he's looking good.
he seems to have recovered from that. Oh, that's strike 3.
Look at
That
that.
will end the inning. And scooting off the field is Jack Collins. Good job, Jack.
He's all business.
14 to
Jack does.
10, 14-11, excuse me. So it is a 3-run advantage for the Miracles as we go into the top of the 7th inning. Here you'll see this pitch. Right on the inside corner. Strike 3 is the call. You see Jack coming off the field. Captain Jack Collins said that's what it's all about.
Right away, going in and get his team fired up.
I learned something this week. You know the term walk-off that we are very familiar with, walk-off home run? It began as a negative term. Roddy Finger started it back in 1988. He called it a walk-off when the pitcher allowed a home run that he lost. He then has to take that slow walk off the field.
Oh,
And so
okay.
it started as a very negative term. The walk-off piece, he called it.
Huh.
And it then became adopted to be the walk-off home run. And you can have a walk-off walk
Yeah,
or a walk-off balk.
true.
Yeah. So you were familiar with the walk-off home run. Do you know that there's only been 2 walk-off grand slam home runs when your team was down by 3 and a 3-2 count on the batter? The last one hit in 1996 by Chris Hoyles.
Is that right?
Yeah. Now see, where else can you learn this? So,
Oh, I'm learning a lot.
oh, goodness. It's called the ultimate walk-off when you hit a grand slam home run when your team is down by 3 in the bottom of the 9th and or extra innings.
Well, that's what everybody dreams of, right?
Oh, yeah.
Getting up there in that situation.
Yep. When you're a kid, you think about that, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, here we are, 14-11 is our score, and the Miracle League trying to add on here. Looks like we're going to bring up,
It's Jacob Stecker.
Jacob Stecker. Jacob has had a good game. Jacob, it's a pop-up.
Where'd Jake go? There he goes.
Pitcher fields it, throws to first base. I think he's safe.
He's in there.
Jacob got a little late start, but he made up for it. Got the base hit. And now Hunter Henson. You mentioned the Alabama.
There it is. I hear it.
Sweet home Alabama. Woody German mentioned that the background of the Henson family from Alabama.
Yeah, and apparently they were, a couple of years ago, they had to move into the area because of, I think, Hunter's dad's job situation, and they saw the banner for the field. Decided to check into it, and they've been a part of it ever since. Like I said, just a huge part, all three of
Caught
them.
by the pitcher. Good job coming off the mound, making the catch.
Yeah, Coach Kevin's out there. He's coaching third base right now, and Hunter's mom, Miss Deborah, she's always in the dugout, making sure they're in the right lineup and anything they might need.
Rusty Fendick, Rob Gavlinski, Kevin Henson, Lee Peters, Lily Peters, Tom Walls, they are the assistant coaches.
So this looks like Philip is up there.
Philip has donned a jacket.
Yeah, so apparently it's getting a little chilly down there.
Yeah. We wouldn't know. We're in the cushy booth. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
We're in the cushy
don't,
booth.
Don't tell
Yeah,
everybody.
no. Oh, yeah, the conditions are terrible. The wind is blowing. Not at all. Strike is the call. Josh Hauser, the coach of the Hartford Owls, he has just been a wonderful host here tonight, as have the entire Hartford Owls baseball team and all the people that are associated with it.
Yeah, we're very thankful that they welcome us here every year, and we have a good time.
I mean, this field is such a show place, and if you've had a chance to go to the APG Center, their field house, that thing seats about 2,000 people. And it's just a beautiful facility here in Hartford County. The walk is recorded. Switching bats.
Ethan Golding coming up
Yeah,
here.
Ethan Golding, the right center fielder. Ethan switches bats. Top of the 7th inning. Little fly ball towards second base. Fielded, bobbled, flipped to second to the shortstop for the out. Good play by second baseman Danny Scullion, flipping over to Josh Cook for the out. So Michael Wilson now at the bat. 2 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Miracles have a runner on third base. Boy, that would be good to get that runner in. Going down to second base. You're going to say he missed. There's a throw down to second. So we have runners at second and third, and a hit here, Woody, could be 2 runs.
Yeah,
The difference between 14-11 and 16-11.
There he goes.
Foul ball. You know that Hartford is going to be swinging for the fences when they come up because they don't want to have 3 straight losses to the Miracle team.
No, absolutely not. This is a proud team, and you said the record that they've had past couple of years.
Yeah, Josh Hauser, who went here, graduated in 16, went to Kutztown State up in PA. Swung on and missed.
Might have chased one there.
Hauser came back and he was assistant coach for a while, interim coach, and then took over in 2021 and has led this team to great heights. I mean, 3 times the JUCO East Region Coach of the Year. Ground ball. Is that fair? Nope. Foul. I'm really impressed. 100 players in the last 5 years have, or 6 years actually, have gone on. I'm talking about at Hartford to go to play at a 4-year school.
That's incredible.
50% of those have gone to a D1 school. I mean, that's really saying something. We go back into the 70s when they had the great football team here that had that kind of record. Swung on and missed. And, they used to send players to all the D1 schools around the country.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Coach Dick Fordyce, the late, great Dick Fordyce, who was the football coach here. Ground ball third base. Throw to first base. And the out is recorded. So that will be the score at 14-11 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And right now, it is a 3-run lead for the Miracles. Whoa, you can feel the tension in the air.
Tight game here. This is exciting.
It is.
Oh, there they go.
And who else would you want to see on the mound but Mr. Captain Jack?
It's like he's getting ready from all the way on top of the mound right now.
Yeah, he's ready. He's waiting for his catcher to come out.
He's out there ahead of everybody. He's ready to
Here
go.
we're seeing this. Now, a starfish is kicking. How did the starfish get on the field?
What is going on there?
I don't know. We've got I'm not sure exactly. What?
It might be Bluey. That might be Bluey.
Oh, that is another field we're looking at. Yeah, I was looking out. Yeah, that's over on the field behind us. Yeah, they've got all kinds of activity going on over there.
This is a great complex up here, isn't it?
Woody, it is. I mean, this Harford Community College, you like to say it's a hidden jewel, but it isn't. It's well known. They're going to have the state cheerleading championships here week after next, regions first, and then coming to. Look at this guy. That's
right.
pretty cool. Coming to the APG Center.
I think the high school volleyball championships are over there also, a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're doing the county championships. This is a Monday night, tomorrow night at North Harford. You're talking about which
The
volleyball?
girls' high school
Okay.
championships, I believe, is here also again this year.
Yeah. The APG Center, again, if you've had a chance to be there. And right across the road, the William Amos Performing Arts Center that was built on the campus of Harford Tech. Right in the center of the county. If you think about the epicenter of the county, that would be right here in Campus Hills. Getting all set for the bottom of the 7th inning, the final inning that will bring to a conclusion, unless we have a tie, and then we could go to extra innings, or will they just keep it a tie? Do you know, Woody?
Yeah, I say keep on playing.
Okay. You heard that in the booth? That was Woody German who said, keep on playing. Our crew loves nothing better than overtime. Every time they come out, they say, Don, what do you think? Will it go to extra innings? Will it go to overtime? Please, overtime. Right, Mark? Mark Zervis, our director. I think that was a negatory, I believe, was the comment. Here's Miles Nelson now, leading off for Harford. Your cleanup hitter, the sophomore. Miles, who has 13 home runs last year, fouls it off. 13 home runs in 60 games. That's a pretty good clip.
Wow, yeah, you're not kidding.
Miles out of Clearview Regional High School in New Jersey. Went to CCB Catonsville before coming here to Harford. We mentioned the Harford Owls football team, and again, it was a feeding ground for D1 schools back in the 70s. And you see that here with the baseball. You got kids coming in from New Jersey, from Virginia, all around to play here because they know they'll be scouted. They'll be playing for a very good team with very good coaching. So it is a regional center. Down low. You have some Harford players here from the local area, but you also have players who come in from all over the eastern seaboard.
Well, that's pretty cool. Like you said, it's right here too.
Yep. And the facilities, I mean, playing here is just a wonderful facility to play with. (14-12) as you see the score. There's a fly ball coming, going to hit behind the shortstop, falling in for the base hit.
Drew made a nice play out there. There's Jack backing it up again.
14-12, and now the tie run comes to the plate. A.J. Palumbo, the sophomore, out of Clearview Regional High School in New Jersey. I think I was mentioning that Miles came from New Jersey. I'll correct that. He's actually from Monona Grove High School in Madison, Wisconsin. Palumbo hit .370 last spring. Think about these young people play their last game right at the end of October. They'll come back and begin their season in January.
Wow.
You have to be dedicated if you're going to play that many games for that long in the year.
Yeah, you got to love the game, right?
Mm-hmm. I was reading some of the aims that they have, and a lot of them say they want to go to the next level. That would be, in their case, to a four-year college, maybe be drafted as a pro player. 14-12. Swung on, tip foul. Temperature is probably dropping down into the low 50s now. We're talking, what, October the 27th? So to have 46? Woody just looked up on his swung on and missed. That's the first out of the inning. 46, are you sure?
46. In here, it's about 64.
It's about
Right?
75 in here. In fact, it was hot. I had to take my jacket off. Sorry, Nino. Nino's up there, up on top of the here with this jacket on.
Oh, no.
46 degrees. That's kind of chilly. One out, one on. Swung on and missed. Sam Weiner. Sam, the sophomore DH out of Croton on the Hudson, New York. Played previously at Winthrop College. Ground ball. Past the pitcher. Fielded by the shortstop, throw to first base for the out. Nice play. Is that Henson who made that play?
Hunter, yes, nice play.
Hunter Henson. He didn't have to play at second, so he took the out at first base. Are they saying he's safe at first?
Oh, are they really?
He looked like he was out to me.
Number 25, Josh.
Okay, so runners at first and second with one out. He dropped the ball at first. Thank you, Booth. Good save by catcher. Jaden Saunders, you said?
Yep. Yeah, Jaden
The
did a nice
catcher.
job.
Jaden, again, if you're wondering why the young man, he's a former Aberdeen High School, playing as a volunteer here with the Miracle League. Up high. We have runners at first and second. That runner at first is the tie run in the game. The batter is, of course, the winning run. Swung on and missed. We are in the bottom of the seventh. We were talking about walk-offs.
Uh-oh, you're right.
Yeah, I don't want to, jinx anyone, but a home run here. And those home run distances are very short in the shortened field. Swung on and missed.
I think Jack's setting them up here.
Josh Cook, the freshman. Captain Jack. Ground ball back to the pitcher. The throw to second base. Out is the call. Boy, that was a gutsy play, but he did keep the winning of the tie run on first base. So keeping it out of scoring position. Woody, that was pretty smart.
Yeah, it's a big play there.
2 down. 14-13 is the score. Alex Bono at the plate. Runner at third base, the tie run. I mean, down to 14-13 with 2 out, 2 on. Swung on, missed. Bono out of Hicksville, New York. 3 base hits tonight. Captain Jack Collins. Ground ball. Let's see if they can make the play.
Jack's going to take it himself.
Jack is going to take it himself. One unassisted. And that, I'm going to look around, I believe. Yeah, that is the third out of the inning and the last out of the game, appropriately scored by Jack Collins, Captain Jack, who picks up the ball and doesn't risk a throw to first base, walks over and touches first base, and the Miracle League has won again. 3 years in a row, they have topped the Hartford Community College Fighting Owls by a score today of 14-13. Woody German, what do you think?
Exciting game, right?
I mean,
the way to the end.
Coming right down to the last play of the game.
Yeah, both teams had leads during the game here. This is a really good game.
It really was. And when they were up 14-9, I'm talking about the Miracle League, but Hartford came back and made a big game of it and had a chance to tie it. Captain Jack Collins, I've got to vote him as my MVP.
Sure, absolutely. I like that.
As a pitcher coming in with the closer, making that last play, getting some big hits, making some defensive plays. Woody German, I've just got to say, this has been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for having us here. I mean, we appreciate the opportunity to come here and have our players show off their skills and what they've learned, because they really have. Every single player has improved so much. They just take it all in. The coaches give them the information, give them feedback, and they take it all in. And they love this. They absolutely love it. We love that everybody gets to see them and what they're accomplishing, and they just love coming out here and competing.
And give so much credit to Josh Hauser, the coach of Hartford. I mean, these are college kids. They could just simply, go out and do what college kids do. But they volunteer their time. They come out here. They work with these young people, and just give them a chance to shine. It's just such a heartwarming thing to see the love that one group of people has for the other group.
Yeah, like you said, them being here and given the opportunity. I mean, you got to cheer for Hartford when you get the opportunity, right? Because they're just a bunch of good people in this team and the organization and doing this kind of thing. And like you said, they get so much from it, as we all do that are volunteers. Get a lot out of working with the players from the Miracles and the entire Miracle League.
Well, congratulations to the Hartford Miracle League. They win the game by a final score of 14-13. Don Morrison, my partner Woody German. Woody, it has been a pleasure, and thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having us.
And come tune in all the time on Hartford TV as we bring you the exciting world of sports on Hartford TV. I'm Don Morrison, my partner Woody German. Good night, everyone.